It's the Subaru Impreza 2.5 GT, the one everyone doesn't notice all the time. We're noticing it. Let's go for a ride and check the tech. Now, I think this Subaru has a particularly handsome interior with good quality materials. I mean, it feels like a little more expensive car than it is. On the downside, though, once you get to the tech options, it feels like a cheaper car than it is. For example, that stereo, that's the stereo. It's okay, 80 watts, 10 speakers around the cabin. Nav system, I don't know, add your own, I guess, because there is no navigation option on this 2.5 GT. That seems a little odd for a car in this price range, and with this kind of performance aspirations. Nonetheless, it is an in-6 disc, so that's fairly nice. We've got an auxiliary jack over here in the console. If you want to go true iPod adapter, that is available a la carte, as is a subwoofer. Again, a la carte, there's no true premium audio here. And one of the oddities about Subaru is when they offer satellite radio, they offer satellite radio. It's one of the few cars in the world, maybe the only, that lets you get XM or Sirius, your pick, for the same a la carte add-on price. That's kind of cool. But of course, now that those two companies have merged, it's not really a choice, is it? Oh, and by the way, no Bluetooth hands-free either. This is weird. It's kind of a nice car, but kind of missing in the tech. There are some rumors that you can get a nav head unit here from some other Subarus, but I don't know. It's not documented on the Subaru build-your-own materials, so you have to talk to your dealer about that. Otherwise, this car is kind of bare in some strange ways. Similarly missing is several gears in the transmission. This is your only choice. An automatic, yes, but a 4-speed automatic, which I think means 3 gears plus overdrive. Kind of like my 88 Crown Victoria. That seems kind of wrong in this car. It does have a shiftable gate here, no paddles here. Subarus occupy their own niche, that of being a Subaru. Kind of like Saabs, they sell in part because they are what they are. In this case, the official car of the active outdoor set, long before we ever heard of SUVs. And short of buying a Porsche, this is the only way to get a car with a horizontally opposed engine. In this case, a 2.5-liter flat 4 that has an intercooled turbo. 224 horsepower and 226 foot-pounds of torque result, as well as an okay MPG rating of 1924. And of course, it wouldn't be much of a Subaru without their obsessive inclusion of symmetrical all-wheel drive. Our car was a 4-door, but there's also a 5-door hatch option, reminiscent of the late 70s when that kind of choice was so common. Our Impreza GT lives, of course, in the shadow of its legendary WRX sibling. But with a turbo, boxer engine, and all-wheel drive, it deserves a little more respect than that. Okay, pricing the Impreza 2.5 GT is pretty simple. $27,600 base, $500 more if you want the 5th-door hatchback configuration, $398 for either flavor of sat radio, $160 for the iPod adapter. That's kind of a bargain, I think. And $270 for a subwoofer. That's all, folks.